Hi guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum, and welcome to me sweating my balls off. So I just did almost 5.5k run with my running partner, which was great. I had a really good run. Won't be running this weekend because I'm in Derby for the Team Raider meetup, which I'm really excited about. So yes, it was nice to get a good run in today. I can't talk long though because Bubs is very sick. He threw up last night, like a lot, basically his whole dinner, when my husband was trying to put him down. Managed to clean him up and he was fine. Didn't have any more wake ups during the night. Then woke up this morning and he obviously was really hungry. Gave him a bread roll because it was like the only thing we had that was kind of like sort of like plain food, and he wolfed down the whole thing but then threw all that up again. So luckily it wasn't as messy because he was up the table and he had his bib on, but he's been filled up very quickly. So it wasn't just a one-off. It seems like he's got like norovirus because apparently that's a thing that's going around at the moment. Obviously now we have the whole issue of what's he going to be like in terms of will he be able to go to nursery tomorrow, because normally like this is sort of like a 24-hour thing. So yeah, we just don't know. Shopping's coming a little bit later today, so I don't have to worry too much about getting back for that. But yeah, I need to head back. And I had a text from my husband to say that Bubs, he had to get him dressed because he was moaning that he was cold, and he never moans that he's cold. Yeah, he's not very well puppy at the moment. Bless him, it's really bad for him. Especially because he's still got his appetite because he keeps saying he wants food. But we're like, but we can't give you food because you'll just be sick. So I feel really bad for him because he's hungry and he doesn't understand why we're not feeding him. So yeah, so I'm going to go home and give him lots of cuddles. I feel really bad for him, although I think I'll have a shower first because obviously don't want to give him sweaty cuddles. But yeah, so I will probably see you back at home. Okay. Don't look too bad. That's one.
She took them across to the opposite side of the room where Neil was sat.
Hi guys, welcome to Monday. So we've had a fun weekend where I can't remember if I said too much yesterday, but basically Saturday night Bubs threw up everywhere as my husband was putting him to bed. So that was fun in terms of having to clean Bubs, clean the nursing chair, clean the floor, clean my husband because he was covered in puke, and yeah, just try and sort everything out so everything didn't smell of vomit. Woke up Sunday morning, thought everything would be okay. It was just a one-off because we'd had an Indian for dinner. Me and my husband were fine. Bubs had literally had a few chips. He hadn't really, and like we was getting fish fingers from the Indian, and he'd had like one or two, but he hadn't had a lot. So I ended up eating his fish and chips, and he'd only had like a handful of chips himself. But yeah, he slept really well Saturday night. Woke up at like 7:30, but then he was like, this is on Sunday morning, he kept moaning that he was cold. I was quite like, and he felt quite warm in himself, but yeah, he seemed like he didn't really want to be waking up sort of thing, like he felt a bit odd. Gave him a bread roll for breakfast, just to try and give him something because we thought, oh, he might be feeling a bit woozy because obviously his stomach is empty. He wolfed down the bread roll, but then within 5 minutes of him finishing it, he just brought it all back up again. So as you know, I went for my run on Sunday. As my husband was like, it's fine, he should be fine, just go, obviously you're only around the corner if I need you. So it weren't too bad. And he was moaning, or like my husband texted me to say that Bubs was moaning that he was cold, which he never does. So yeah, so he obviously wasn't feeling right. So my husband got him dressed, and then what we kept doing was just giving him like dry biscuits. I mean, they were sweet biscuits, not like as if they were just like bits of cardboard or something. It was just, yeah, it was just a very basic biscuit, and we were just giving him 2 of those every like 15 to 20 minutes, just to make sure he could keep it down. And then we were just giving them to him, and if he asked, he'd have we got those like fruit smoothie pouches. So he was having them because a lot of them have like banana in them, which is quite good for a sicky stomach, apple as well. So we're just giving him them and he kept that all down, so which was really good. And because he hadn't been sick until like breakfast, when it came to dinner we thought we'll just risk it. Basically we'd bought him a chicken curry, like a kid's chicken curry from M&S. So there wasn't a lot of chicken, it was more rice and peas and a little bit of sauce in there, and he wolfed it down. He absolutely loved it. My husband had to pick the peas out, but yeah, he ate the whole thing. I did make a apple crumble, which I will, which you would have seen that I did, and I was really, really proud of it. Originally, I somehow really screwed up on the flour measurement, so it went really doughy, and I was kind of like, why is it like this? It should not be like this. Then I realised that I'd actually weighed the flour wrong, but once I got the flour measurement correct, breadcrumbs went fine. So yeah, I'll remember that for the next time. But yeah, it was absolutely delicious. More apples I think though next time, because we only had 4 apples and it was just under, so I think maybe just a few more apples for next time. We gave some to Bubs, but he didn't really eat it, but I don't know if it was just because he was stuffed from food, and obviously if you eat when you've, like if you stuff your face when you've been a bit sicky, you don't really feel like eating too much. So, well, that's my theory anyway. So it might have just been that he wasn't, and he did stick it in his mouth when it was still kind of like almost fresh out the oven, so it was quite hot. So that might have put him off as well. We go through stages like that. Me and my husband wolfed it down. We wolfed the rest of it down with our lunch today, and it was lovely. And I have to recommend Oatly's vanilla custard. It is bang on. It is so nice. It's, again, it's a vegan custard, but it tastes like, you know, if you like had some vanilla ice cream and you just left it out to melt until it completely all just melted to liquid. That was what it tastes like, and it is so nice. It's lovely, and it goes like perfect with the apple crumble. And of course the apple crumble was vegan as well, because the only thing that wouldn't be vegan in it would be butter, but because I use vegan butter, it meant the whole thing is 100% vegan. So yeah, I was really proud of myself for actually making that, and it turned out as tasty as it did. But obviously I can't make it too often because that would be bad. I need to put the recipe in my calorie tracker so I can actually see how bad it is, because I don't actually know. There is a lot of sugar and a lot of butter and stuff in there, so yeah, it's not going to be great. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'd highly recommend the Oatly custard. It is beautiful, it's so nice. So I know I'm going to get some of that at Christmas. What else? So did my vlog today, and I'm going to apologise to anyone that did watch that vlog. I didn't realise I hadn't vlogged as much last week. I think I was just in a really low mental state last week. Like I just could not be bothered. I wasn't motivated for much. And yeah, like with the whole, like me not being accepted for the job and stuff really sort of brought me down, like a lot lower than it should have done. I'm still pissed off about it because yeah, I just get the feeling it wasn't because I wasn't qualified, it was because they just didn't like me. So when I was like talking to a friend about like job offers and stuff, and yeah, apparently there's like a lot of statistics about the fact that when women go for jobs, or when they apply for jobs, that they have to be able to tick off 90% of the job description, basically what's expected of them in the job description. A man only has to be able to tick off 30%. Apparently that's a thing. And also there's the whole thing of like, my friend went to this talk with someone where she didn't know how to use a particular piece of software for the job, but it didn't matter because they liked her so much they gave her the job anyway. So it's kind of like I said, the fact that I was pretty much fully qualified for the job that I was going for, apart from the fact that I hadn't worked in games before, but the job itself said it doesn't matter if you haven't worked in games before, so it was open to anyone. So yeah, it's like over time I'm just like, yeah, I just don't think they liked me, and they're just using the not qualified thing as an excuse, because I know I was qualified for that job. So yeah, always the way. I'm glad, and I said to my friend, I'm glad I've left the job hunting life behind me, because it just eats away at you and I hate it. It really attacks my mental health like badly. The fact that I feel this bad over one job, can you imagine if I was going for them constantly? Especially when it's a job that I actually would really love to do. So yeah, I'm as you can tell, I'm still sore from it, but hopefully I'll get over it. But anyway, we have Derby this weekend, so that's exciting. I'm again still in the excited scared phase because of the fact that we're taking Bubs with us. We have no one that can look after him for the weekend that we're going, which really sucks, because one, I do want him to be involved in the stuff that we love in terms of being around like Tomb Raider fans and different things like that, but it's at this current age that he's at, he's still too young to really sort of appreciate it. So I know that when we're in the talks, he's gonna be like, I don't care what's going on, I want to be playing, sort of thing. So he's not gonna sit there and listen to the talks. So bless him, my husband has volunteered that he will go out with Bubs if he starts playing up, but it's not fair on him because he's paid for a ticket as well, but we'll just have to see. There's also the thing of like, I think people are planning on having like all getting together in the evening, and other than us being able to go for the meal, I don't think we'd actually be able to stay like till late, because that's not fair on Bubs. So we're gonna have to go back to the hotel while everyone else is out and having fun. It's like, and I know people will be like, well, you shouldn't have had a baby anyway. It's like, but yeah, we're still allowed to, you know, have a social life even though we're parents. It's like, it shouldn't be, like I've always said, that it shouldn't be what, like, your kid, like having kids shouldn't be what becomes your main identity as a person. You can still be an individual even if you do have to sort of like dedicate your life to raising a child. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like with my parents going over to Crete, it just takes away that one sort of thing we had of being able to actually go out and have a social life. So yeah, it's just been getting me down a bit lately. But anyway, I need to stop acting like I'm so depressed. I think it's the weather. The weather's not been nice. Like, we just gone and picked Bubs up from nursery and it's just rubbish weather. Not cold though, it's just wet and miserable, so. Okay, but on that note, anyway, I need to get on with my exercises. I don't think there was anything else I need to say, and the fact that I've been talking for 10 minutes means I need to shut up. So I will probably speak to you tomorrow, if not like Wednesday or something. So I will see you later. Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday. I had to think then thought it was Thursday, but no, it's Wednesday. What has happened? Not much has happened other than I've been a little bit productive in terms of, I've now booked in Bubs for the old sensory classes that he used to go to, but we didn't book the last term because we were in Crete for a month. So we weren't booked onto that one, but now we're booked onto the winter one, so he'll be there up until mid-December. So that's just something for him to do for an hour on a Tuesday, so we'll be doing that. I've also emailed where he used to do his swimming classes, because I want to find out more as to when the classes are, because I really do want him to go back to doing swimming classes. I hated that when we went to Crete he was scared of the water, and me growing up, I absolutely love being in the water because I went to regular swimming classes, and I don't want him to get into, because I've seen it with several kids where it's just something that gets sort of overlooked, where they'll go to baby swimming classes, and then it's just something that gets overlooked as they get older, and then they'll get to like nearly 10 years old and they don't want to go in the water and they don't know how to swim and different things like that. So I want him to have some swimming lessons, especially because my husband has like a real fear of water, so I don't want that to pass on to Bubs. I want him to be able to enjoy swimming, so that's something that I'm determined to get sorted. Even if we have to go somewhere else, I don't care. I just really want him to start up swimming lessons again. So I'm waiting for them to come back to me, because I sent like an email sort of like inquiry thing, so I'm just waiting for them to come back to me. I've also started looking at Italy for next year, because where I didn't get this job, it's now even more of a possibility that we will actually do Florence for a month. The initial plan is that we'll do it like the month of April, which is when we normally go, because that's our anniversary is mid-April when we got married in Florence. So but this time, instead of being there for like a week, we're going to go there for the whole month. And the plan is that we're going to find an Airbnb in like the centre of Florence, and we're going to stay there. And we've actually found that when we actually started looking at places in the centre of Florence, that it's actually quite cheap, like an Airbnb, like it's normally like what you would pay for like over a week, you can get it for a month, because obviously the longer you stay in an Airbnb, the cheaper it is. We won't be hiring a car apart from at weekends, hopefully, maybe, so we can actually see the rest of Tuscany rather than just being stuck in Florence for a month. But yes, so that's the plan, and obviously my husband will work out there like he did in Crete. So yeah, so basically it's up to me to research and just find stuff that we can actually do in Florence. Like, I can take Bubs around to do things that are free, because obviously Florence can be quite expensive. So yeah, I've just been looking at things, and it's like I really want him to do like a cooking class there. I know that's going to be quite pricey, but I really wanted to do it. But it doesn't look like, unfortunately, they let 3-year-olds do them. I don't know if there's just like an age limit, so that's something I need to look into. They do like tours, so like you can do treasure hunts and things, so I might do them like maybe one a week. You can do one at like Palazzo Vecchio, which is where me and my husband got married. Beautiful like medieval town hall sort of thing, and it's absolutely amazing in there. So I really want him to do that, so you can actually do those, like make it like a museum sort of activity thing for kids. I know the Uffizi Gallery does them. You can actually do like walk-in tours, so he can see more of actual Florence and stuff. I know they do food tours as well with kids, so there's different things like that. But yeah, cooking classes, which is the one thing I wanted to do with him, it doesn't seem you can really do, because I know in Mercato Centrale, which is their central market, clues in the name, and they do cooking classes actually there, and I've always said to my husband about wanting to do one. So I want to do it myself at some point, to do a class there, but I was hoping they might do like a kids one, because I really want to like encourage Bubs to learn how to cook. Obviously not at such a young age, but it's nice for them to do things like making pasta or pizza dough and things like that, where they're not having to get involved with like knives and boiling water and flames and different things like that. So I'd like for him to be able to do things like that. So I'm pretty sure they do stuff like that over here. I still need to look, to be fair, but I'd love for him to do something like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to be a bit disappointed for that. I found there's a park outside central Florence, and I think it's literally a small tram ride from their main station. I have a park in my head that I remember, but I don't know if it's the park that they're referring to. But it's a massive park, apparently one of the biggest in Florence, and it has like playgrounds for kids. It's got a swimming pool and like different things like that. So that's one good thing to be able to do. But yeah, it's just the only thing that we do when we go to Florence is we do the museums and the galleries. We go out and eat. so it'd just be nice to add something in for like some kid-friendly activities, because I don't want him to be bored for like the month that we're there. So yeah, it will be interesting. I've only just started my research, so I'm sure there's something. There's also something that's like, it's like a charity organisation for kids, but I don't know if it's for kids that are like sort of underprivileged sort of thing. But I mean, they say, like when I looked at things to do for kids in Florence, it came up as a thing, so I don't see why it would come up as a thing if it weren't for all kids. But I couldn't see like a price list or a booking thing, so that's something else I need to look into. But yeah, that's the main thing. But obviously we've got Derby coming up Friday, so I'm going to pack tomorrow while Bubs is at nursery. And we're also looking to do York probably end of November, beginning of December. So yeah, so we've got a few trips organised, but yeah, Florence is the main one that's like occupying my mind at the moment, because I'm just so excited about being able to go back. By the time we go back, we wouldn't have been there for 3 years. I can't tell you how much that hurts. Like I said, Bubs has been there once. I watched the video the other day and I nearly cried, like of the only time that Bubs has been to Florence, when he was a baby. And yeah, he was just like in the pram. He was basically just crawling at that point, wasn't even walking. And that's the only time he's been there, so he's got no memory of the place. So I'm excited about him seeing it again, and like seeing it as if for the first time. But yeah, I just, at this point, this would have been like his, I'm trying to think, so this would have been his 4th visit if it weren't for that bloody pandemic. But yeah, anyway, that's life, isn't it, at the end of the day? So yeah, I'm upstairs because I need to do my exercises. It's stretches today, diastasis recti stretches, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I have anything else to say, and my battery is flashing on my camera, so I need to charge that. So yeah, I'm going to do my exercises, and I need to record the intro for my video that's going to go up Saturday, because that's something else I need to do tomorrow. I need to edit that fully, and then I can post that and schedule it, I think, for Saturday. So anyway, I best get on with things, hadn't I? So I'll speak to you later. Hi guys, so it's Friday. I didn't vlog yesterday because it was a very last minute day. I was hoping to get some video as well, but because my battery on my phone was like really low and I didn't have a booster with me, so I didn't want to dare videoing anything. So basically, yeah, it was a very last minute thing. Ash from Tomb of Ash was popping into London with Tyranitar, and we were all going to go and see Shelley Blonde, who plays the OG voice for Lara in Tomb Raider 1.
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Met her before and she's absolutely lovely, so obviously just wanted to jump at the chance at seeing her again. So yeah, hopped on a train to London, went into London, met them for a coffee or a hot chocolate in my case. And yeah, it was just so lovely to see Shelley because she is like the loveliest person, and she just like asked how Bubs is, she asked how my husband is. And yeah, it was just a really, really nice conversation. Like, she genuinely just like cares about everyone and how they're getting on and stuff. And it's so nice. It's just really lovely to see her. And then we took a trip to the British Museum, me, Ash and Serenita, because Shelley had to get back to work. So yeah, we had a walk around the British Museum. And then my husband actually drove up with Bubs and we all went out to dinner in East London. Or East-ish London, I mean like St Paul's. So yeah, it was just a really nice day. It did mean that the things I wanted to do yesterday, I've had to leave for today. Basically, I wanted to do a towel wash, which I've just remembered I've got to hang up, so I'll have to do that when I'm not talking to you. I had to do my last minute editing and uploading of videos that are gonna go live at the weekend. Had to do a thumbnail for one of them. Bubs didn't have his bath last night, so he's had to have it this morning. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rush this morning. Not ideally what I would have liked to have done, but yeah, it all been done. I just need to sort out the towels before we go. Can't leave them in the washing machine over the weekend. So yeah, that's it really. I can't think of anything else I was gonna say. I'm leaving my camera here. Hopefully my phone will be enough to be able to just take video and stuff, because obviously now we're going up to Derby for the Derby Team Raider meetup for the 25th anniversary. So yeah, hopefully I can get enough footage and stuff with my phone rather than taking my camera, because it's just something else to carry. I'm just super anxious about how Bubs is going to be, but we'll just have to see. But on that note, and I just remembered I didn't weigh myself this morning. I was supposed to weigh myself because I had so much to bloody remember this morning. So yeah, fun times. We were meant to leave at 11, but at this moment, like this time, we're going to be leaving at like 12:30 or something, just trying to get everything bloody done. But anyway, I think everything's done other than me, like I said, hanging up my towels. So that's what I'm going to go and do. So most likely see you on the road.
Do you know where the other shanty's, Bubba?
Yes, it is.
What's the theme tune to The Shining?
What room are we?
612.
Oh, here,
Hey,
Bubba.
Danda. This is our room.
Go in. That's it. You need to sit the card in. It's dark. Ooh. Hey! Look at that. You got your own bed. Don't just leave it in the middle of the floor. Morning guys, so it's Saturday, we're in Derby. Didn't have a very good night's sleep, unfortunately. I think it was because we had the worst journey coming in. We left our house at 12:30 and we didn't actually get to Derby till like 8 PM pretty much, because the traffic was just atrocious. I think we didn't leave Essex for 4 hours. It was awful, absolutely awful. Accidents everywhere, people trying to use all like the little back roads and stuff. So yeah, it just was not fun at all. Bubs did all right though. The first 4 hours he wasn't. But after that, yeah, it was like we made our first pit stop and had some lunch and he wasn't too bad after that. So it's not too bad, I guess. We rocked up at the same time as Steve and Sarah and Rob, who travelled up together, and they had the worst journey as well. So literally they came in behind us as we checked in, so it was quite funny. So we checked in, we thought we're not going to go, everyone else was going out, and we were just like, no, we're just going to chill in the hotel bar and just have a drink and then go to bed. And then everyone turned up when they found out we were actually at the bar. So I think we stayed down until about midnight. Quite late. So but yeah, I kept waking up because I was really hungry. So I've just stuffed my face with a breakfast, and then I had a stomachache because obviously this is me with wine these days. So yeah, so that went fun. But yeah, I thought I'd quickly come upstairs, use the loo, and now I've got to find Bub's tablets. But I don't think everything kicks off until about 11, and I think I'm looking out the window and it looks like it's raining. So that's not good. But luckily where we're actually going, where the whole event is happening, is literally just across the road. So hopefully I can take some clips for you today, see how we get on. So yeah, hopefully I can get some stuff for you. But yeah, I better head downstairs and be sociable. So I'll speak to you later.
Tunnel.
It's a tunnel.
Stand up, show mommy.
Pew, 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 pew. Just make sure you don't break Rachel's gun. Hi guys, so it's Monday, but like, you can forgive me because obviously we've had a very busy few days. Derby was absolutely amazing in terms of like totally made up for the fact that it took us 8 hours to get there. It was just amazing, like hanging out with Steve and meeting Sarah and just everyone else that I've spoken to online and not actually met in person. It was so nice and we all got on so well, and yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. And it was just so surreal for me because I had people coming up to me going, "Oh, your gaming mum confesses," and I'm just like, yeah. It's like, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to people knowing who I am. I'm more used to the whole thing of like, oh, you're married to the guy that works at Square Enix, and it's like, yeah. So my husband wasn't very happy with the fact that no one knew who he was. But yeah, over time, I'm sure I can help get up his popularity again, so people know who he is. But yeah, it was an absolute blast. It was really, really good. Like, Bubs did absolutely amazingly well. There's probably people that went to the event that were probably like, because there were a few times he did kick off, but we tried to get him out. So we did try, but he behaved a lot better than I thought he would. And because I was super, super anxious about it. But yeah, he did amazingly. I was really proud of him. He's been a bit whiny since coming home, but today he's obviously in nursery, so so he can tell all his friends about what he did at the weekend. It was just so funny because we know one of the cosplayers that went, like, she's an amazing cosplayer, Rachel. So she dressed up. I didn't even know she was going, so it was a really nice surprise to see her. So yeah, she went as Lara with her friend Jack. And as soon as Bub saw her, because she came into the cafe in the quad, which is where the presentations were being held, and he was like, Rara. He was like really shocked. He was like, oh my gosh, she's come out of the screen. She's in front of me. She's in real life. And he was really pleased because like he got to hold her gun and everything. And like, yeah, he just had like the best day, and everyone was making loads of fuss of him. And yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it was lovely seeing old friends, new friends, and just seeing so much love for Tomb Raider, and knowing like there are so many people still out there that do absolutely love the series. So yeah, on a bit of a come down today. We're just like trying to get over it, but it is Lara's birthday today, 25 years of the series, but I will go into that in my next video. But yeah, I just wanted to message you guys I wanted to just film a little quick update. I was going to film more, but the fact that you can't actually, because they were recording the talks, like all the presentations anyway. So yeah, so we weren't allowed to record. So otherwise I would have done a little bit of recording. So I promise I need to try and get better with vlogging, but it's also, I didn't take a lot of pictures either. I'm having to rely on other people sending me pictures to actually have memories of the weekend, because I just had so much fun just like talking with everyone and just being really sociable, because it's been a long while since we've been able to go to anything like this. So yeah, it was an amazing weekend. I'm so glad I was able to go. It was, yeah, got a lot of fond memories from that trip. So on that note, I'm going to end this video here. Hope you did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it, and also subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. You can also follow me on social media, all the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.